They were the favorite. Dominican Republic, they and Venezuela, you figure we're going to be at the top of this pool when it's proven it and exceeded that so far.
Oh, man, they've done it all. They knew how their bullpen was going to be, and they've answered the bell.
A few years from now, but he's making his mark as a little under the weather the other day, feeling better, and at shortstop. So
his bag, he's going to try to use him today against this powered Dominican offense.
Been great setting the table.
I think just the focus level that Tatis has been playing with is just different. We haven't get all for this country.
We've seen that passion, we've seen that pride last time around, and that's advanced past pool play. This one on the ground toward the shortstop, and Carrick makes the play, one down. They'll have to rely on that defense because one would imagine the ball. Twice as many walks as strikeouts for the first couple of games. Small sample size for sure.
These guys love hitting lefties.
Marte drives one out toward pretty deep left, and ballpark's going to hold that one. Long run for Levinson.
He's made some really good plays in this tournament. Last night, coming in on a line drive.
There is Juan Soto. He had the walk-off home run to cap the early termination. The third homer that clinched a run rule win. First that we've seen since 2017. This one in the air, right center field, carrying toward the wall, and Harrison Bader with a terrific sliding catch with that wall bearing down on him. Game, however, among the aces of the Phillies staff once we get into the summer. I saw Luis Severino terrific in his outing.
In Santo Domingo, he was fantastic. Using the fastball, the changeup, the cutter to lefties, more the sweep.
26 years old, an electric arm. That one in the dirt. Strikes to start it. Noah Mendlinger at second base. He'll hit second. Harrison, AAA. Swings and sends the ball out toward pretty deep left center field. Long run for O'Neal Cruz, but those long strides make it look easy. 2 away.
I mean, this
great opportunity for him to be around Tatis every day for a few weeks. Ground ball to short. A clean inning on both sides. Scoreless after one. Back-to-back plays the other night. Near carbon copies of one another. Terrific. What, 10 to start his career?
I mean,
that's tough. But he draws the waved at and missed. And Prager deals. Be off the end of the bat into shallow center. It'll be the shortstop Carrick to make the play. 9 years old in April. Pops this one foul. Going to suit up for the Arizona Diamondbacks when the big league strikes. Machado stays put. And that one is in. So another free pass. You mentioned
World Baseball Classic tournaments. Alexei Ramirez.
3-1 inside. Walk, the bases loaded, and you have to Agustin Ramirez, but the power certainly similar too as he waves and misses there. Big time pop for this young man who calls this ball. Change up quickly. 0-6th in the Rookie of the Year voting. But 3 pitches and he is down on strikes. More walks than strikeouts last year. Terrific defender. 3-1. Low for ball 4. 4 walks in the inning and a 1-0 lead. They had 11 off the end of the bat. Right on the corner, but in a general sense, we talked about Cruz Perdomo, third to first. 1-1 is fouled, backing out of play.
I'll tell you this, for a lot of hitters, when they're struggling.
1-2. And that's hit deep to left, and it's going to blow the roof right off. Grand slam, Tatis. That's a big one to make it 5-0.
All of them.
All of them. Just all of them. They score often.
And we knew they were going to score runs.
Sure.
Right? It was how they were going to do it. How
that both the DR and Venezuela advance to right field. Inning over on that one swing. 5-0 Dominican Republic. First pitch swinging for R.J. Schreck to Carlos Santana at first. As a Red Sox pitcher, 11 games. Bouncing ball toward the shortstop. Perdomo right behind the bag. 2 away. 5-4 with a 2.35 ERA and an OPS. Stubbs. Check swing, tap foul.
And you know, when a hitter like this.
0-2 on 2-2 to Stubbs. He went around. 0-1-2-3 inning. Couple of strikeouts through 2 for Bayo. And the dugout explode. The grand slam for Fernando Tatis Jr. capping that 5-run. Take away a hit, maybe extra bases from Soto.
Little baby cutter right there. Like just that foul ball right there is a good pitchers
talk about even fouling balls off is a skill.
Oh.
He didn't get a piece of it there. He's down on strikes, but it's a skill just to fight.
That one drops.
Manny Machado a swing and a miss. 0-1. At the top of the zone now. 0-2. On deck. 3-2. Off the plate. Great at bat there for Manny Machado. 1-0 to Caminero. Fouls that one back. And there have been a lot of walks in just a couple of days here. Walks so far for the Dominican offense. This one a ground ball towards short. That's 1. And that's 2. Bottom 3 coming up. Drew his ear until that Cy Young came around, but he's another electric arm. They all look up to Pedro.
I'll tell you this: we've been around him with a lot of big games and pitchers, and they want to come to the desk
to lefties and righties, and went around Levinson.
With that frame.
Yeah, his heart and stuff were much bigger than his actual frame.
Man. It was 5'11", and he pitched like he was 6'4", 250 pounds. And he wasn't scared.
7-year-old in his second World Baseball Classic. Swings over the top of the breaking ball.
That was nasty right there. That changed.
Bayo with down the left field line and twisting into the seats. Foul. Got him. Strikes out the side. 4 in a row.
We've had good crowds every day.
Batting 1,000. Waved at and missed.
Just a really good pitch right there.
1 away here in the top. That's a missile out toward right center field, and it hangs up. It didn't have time to fall. Home run. Great. Albert's thinking, now I've got problems with the lineup. This is Ramirez. That'll get down for a base hit. Roll toward the corner. On his way to second base, he's got himself a stand-up double. What a jump. The throw in the dirt just to get it there, and they get Ramirez, who's trying to catch Israel napping, but first rookie catcher in big league history with 20 homers and 15 steals. So that 2-1 from Weiss is tapped foul.
We're going to need all the help we can get.
To Halter, who's playing closer to the shortstop position than third base, makes the play. Another run home. And Horwitz sends a fly ball out toward right field. Turning, looking Tatis, and that one is gone. Solo homer for Spencer Horwitz. Gets Israel on the board.
That's how you start answering back and chipping away into this game. Spencer Horwitz, you know about the power. Sweet swinging lefty right there.
Real today. First run they've scored against the Dominican Republic.
They're not known so much for their home run.
Right.
100 is league average, so it tells you what he did. Got on base about that in 2012. How he was put in a situation, him telling him, hey, I want to be a part of this World Baseball Classic.
Medlinger thought that was in the dirt. Doesn't get. Scored 3 runs against Nicaragua, 1 run in the other games. I'm up. Got on and missed, and Bayo has the strikeout working. That's number 7 for him. That's 6 outs. Strikeouts for Bayo.
It's fair to say Israel has seen some really good pitching.
Yes. Yeah, it's maybe easier to say in a major league season or just over the summer. 3-2. Popped up. A lot of blue jerseys coming together. Who's going to take it? It's always the captain of the infield. Guarantee he won't hit a grand slam now. Only because he's leading off the inning. And the
pitch kind of lets you know, okay, he might be sitting soft here, and sure enough, I think he threw enough.
Ball and 2 strikes. And there's a strikeout. If you
see Tatis there talking about Fetterman out of Pembroke Pines, University of Miami, standout.
That one fouled away. Let me ask you this, just as a hitter, right? We're going back to Tatis, but just in a general.
Okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is plan A, plan B, and C.
To second.
And Paul, I'll go a step further is for the golfers out there. You just did for a home run or grand slam.
That one fouled away. Left side, and that'll get into the seats. Familiar with Soto as well. Knew exactly what needed to be thrown to get the 3 unassisted to get Fetterman out of the inning. 1-2-3. Been in control. 7 strikeouts to this point. The lone blemish, the Horwitz home run in the 4th inning.
That's why this Israel team goes such a long ways for the future of this federation.
Yeah, again, we've discussed it. To first, Santana knocks it down. Feeds the pitcher covering, and there are 2 away. World Baseball Classic. Ground ball to third. Caminero loads and throws a strike to first. 5 really good off Junior Caminero and Carlos Santana against Fetterman in his 2nd inning of work. And pitcher disengagements, things like that. One of the newish rules that's not in this tournament. As Machado takes ball 4. He's put on a show so far. Takes a change.
When he knows it's gone, everybody in the ballpark knows it's gone.
Yes.
With 2 strikes.
Ground ball to short. That's 1. And they'll double them up again. Leading up to this. In Australia to rack up some of those numbers as well. And Santana just fouled on the first base line. And I think of that old video of he can hit it too. This one in the air to right, but into the glove of Shrek. With the double play, faces the minimum in the 6th. They punch a ticket to the quarterfinals, but it also ensures that Venezuela, who plays their 3rd of 4 games in pool play, 2nd time we've seen him in pool play,
big outing for him right here. Against Nicaragua, 2 hits, couldn't finish it.
He went around and a strikeout for Soto. A good start to his afternoon. From the inside corner to 2 feet off the plate.
And you know, as a hitter, you're going in, you know the scouting room. 96, 97 coming right at you.
He looks sharp. Back-to-back strikeouts to start his day.
All right, here we go.
Lefty right. But Soto looks a little bit better in that inning. Strikes out the side. Expectations through 2.5 games.
Yeah, about Neil Cruz with that home run, 116 miles off the bat. About this 17-degree.
That's into center field, a base hit. Cut off by Bader. Cruz with those long strides will get to second base. Day. Ramirez check swing roller stays fair near the bag. Former Marlin moves the runner over. You can score a bunch of different ways,
which is something that in the previous World Baseball Classic they struggled with.
That any intensity will be taken off. Strike to Perdomo. Infield in, 3-2. And Perdomo works the walk to turn the lineup card over. Takes a slider for a strike. 1-1. Runner goes from first. Turns away from a pitch at the top of the zone. 1-2 on Tatis. Ground ball, third base gets through. That'll score 1. Perdomo on his way around third. Here's a throw from left. Cut off. Tatis safe at second. 2 more.
Getting runners in scoring position.
And this is where now we're in the 7th inning, and this all the rest that they could get would be certainly what they would take as Marte. Runner goes. Throw to third. And he's out. A lot more dire for Israel.
Much better slider right there by
Jacobson deals. On a hop to the shortstop. Carrick from the outfield grass unleashes a strong throw. A 2 more. First pitch swinging. That's a fair ball, and wouldn't you know it, Lake's got to get right to work out there in right field. Menlinger with a leadoff double here in the 7th.
No question about it. It's been Bader. It's been Levinson that's put together some good at-bats as well.
Ball and a strike to Harrison Bader.
That's what you get right there a lot of the times from Estevez.
Should get into the top 10 soon enough. Tipped and held onto by Ramirez. A strikeout for Bader. And there's one option coming up in 2027. Now. And that one missing for ball 4. So they've got a couple of base runners. So a couple of stolen a couple of days ago in Tokyo. Swing and a miss right there.
That's a good changeup right there. Doubled up.
Waits on a 1-2 and bounces a ball to first base. Santana will take that. And the runners move up 90 feet. Second and third, 2 go through a no-hitter for the Rockies years ago. Stubbs lifts one toward left. Soto is there. And off to the 8th we go. 8-1. Little movement to that one. Clips the top of the zone. 3-1. Now Carlos Santana on a hop to the shortstop, and that one bounces into center field. Manning was always that young stud, but now he's moved toward that vet. Those are the defensive changes. bases for Team Israel as O'Neal Cruz grounds that one foul. Instead, he lays off, and the bases are loaded. Loaded for Ramirez. Well, the Dominican did not. Another here. Perhaps Ramirez thinking about adding his name to the list with that big cut, but it's 0-2. 2-2. Poke towards second. Diving play. The flip to first to get the out. Big one. Venezuela, Dominican Republic. Ground ball to third. Looking the runner back. And Perdomo is retired. Santana retreats to third. Suns who call this building home back in 2022. Off the end of the bat for Junior Lake. In the air towards center field. It's a rise out of the crowd, but not deep enough. One more run home time. The first time since 2013 when they went undefeated. This ground ball towards short. And Perdomo puts it away. One quick out for Wandy Peralta out of the Dominican bullpen.
And so far in this tournament, big test comes Wednesday, but they've already had 5 games under their belt, the 2 exhibition games and obviously the 3 here.
Perdomo gives way to Cruz in center field, and there's 2 outs.
Wandy Peralta making quick work right now.
I don't think I could sit in a facing Halter here and gets him to swing over the top of that one. 2024. Ground ball right to Perdomo. We head to the 9th inning, 9-1.
And the many more future Hall of Famers playing in this tournament.
Yeah. Inning, an 8-run cushion for the Dominican. In the air, right side. Mervis is there. Take you back a few years.
Fueled at a high level suite, and he was walking around.
Soto drives one to center. Ballpark gonna hold it.
And he was walking around.
Machado down the line, foul. Doesn't matter. And Machado hit by a pitch. That one a 71-mile-an-hour slider, so. Eric Gonzalez takes a strike. That's off the bag and a fair ball down the line. They get the break, and they may get another run. The ball rattles around in the corner. Machado scores. Gonzalez to third, and it's all going right for the Dominican Republic.
Eric Gonzalez knows a thing or two about.
Left side, Geloff, tough play, long throw. Got him at first base. It's a loose group, and everything's been going their way. They've played some great WBC debut this time around.
Was a lefty when he threw early in his.
Horwitz down on strikes. One away. Asaf Loengart, who took over for.
Everybody will be available.
Called strike 3.
Toronto looked great, and Dominguez looks really good.
To first, steps on the bag, and that'll do it. So the Dominican Republic